Give me facial looks maxing advice. I'm cutting right now and I'm trying very hard to take care of my acne. It may not be obvious in the pictures I took, but I have curly hair, probably because I got a haircut a week ago. I took these pictures really quickly and I'm open to all kinds of criticism. Let's see. So we got first picture. First things is definitely like the acne is huge. You know, I wouldn't even be focused on anything else here. I could give you like a bunch of extra advice. I could tell you, okay, you can maybe clean up your hair a little bit or something, but I'd say that's the number one constraint of your looks. And this is what every young man should do is we want to improve many different areas. We want to improve our skin, our eyebrows, our hair, our physique, our this and this and this and this. Fine. But you should ask yourself, is there anything that's limiting your attractiveness? Like, for example, let's say you're grinding really, your attention span's shit, isn't it? You're already reading the comments. Look at me, okay? Let's say you're grinding really hard in fitness. Let's say there's a Chad who's grinding really hard in fitness. But let's say he's just got stinky breath. Is an extra 2 pounds of muscle over the next 6 months really going to help him when he comes up to you and goes, hey, bro, how you doing? You need to figure out if there is something that is the constraint, like the bottleneck of your looks. So it could be that you've got really bad, ugly hair, like facial hair. For many young men, it's actually this. It's like they no offense, maybe it's a little bit of offense, but like they see a guy like me who can grow a nice, attractive beard, and then you want to grow one yourself. But what you don't realize is that yours looks like really bad, really unattractive, but you grow it out anyway because it makes you feel a bit more masculine. But you actually know yourself that when you're clean shaven, you actually get more like looks from girls. So it's like when you've got really bad facial hair, even if you pack on a few more pounds of muscle, it doesn't matter because you're still kind of stuck at like 5 out of 10 attractiveness because your face looks so bad because of the facial hair. So I wouldn't even be focused on anything else. I'd only be focused on the acne here, because if we cleared that up and imagine you had completely clear skin, and naturally, when you clear acne, you do it through diet, which will mean that you'll get leaner as well. Like, you don't look fat, but you certainly don't look very lean as well. Maybe you're above 15% body fat. I know you're slightly like you've turned your face, but you don't have like a nice jawline. You don't have sharp cheekbones or anything, but you could do. You have the genetics, which at least means that you're not going to be like far off looking like a very hot, attractive guy. But we just need to fix the acne. And I'm going to make this quite quick. I'm going to actually tell you exactly what to do. Now, disclaimer, I've never had serious acne before, but I've certainly had like bursts of spots, and I know exactly what to do. And it's not the advice I've ever seen online. It's not like, oh, get on this skincare routine or any of this, because I've been able to control any amount of spots that I get, and I've never ever done skincare routines before. I just find them like stupid because I'll do them. It makes your face feel like kind of weird and shit. People say it's like clean, but I don't think it's clean because you've just put loads of fucking weird chemicals on your face, which aren't natural. And then I feel that for many people, when you get onto all this weird, expensive skincare routine, your skin sometimes gets worse. It gets more painful. You've got weird chemically acid shit on your spots, and it doesn't even make them better because you didn't need that shit to make your skin clearer. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some kids here who love skincare routines and everything. But the truth is, bro, your great-grandfather, your fucking warrior bloodline were too busy for this shit. You know why none of your ancestors had acne? Because they weren't eating the same garbage that you're eating. It's as simple as that. This is the 80-20 rule of improving acne, is stop eating garbage. You need to start eating a clean, healthy diet. Now, don't get bored and think, okay, healthy diet, well, okay, well, you know, that doesn't mean anything these days, does it? Everyone tells you eat healthy, right? I'm going to break it down for you in a way that no one else has ever done before, what exactly a healthy diet actually is. And I'm going to make it super simple. A healthy diet is when you eat meat, vegetables, and fruit. That's it. Don't eat anything else. Meat, vegetables, and fruit. That's it. Don't have rice. Don't have fucking potato crisps. Don't have chips, fries. Don't have fucking naan bread. Don't have normal bread. Don't have like weird fucking starchy whole grains bullshit. Don't have any of that. Choose the meat that you like. What is the meat that you like? Chicken. Okay, imagine that's on your plate now. Now choose some vegetables which are quite starchy. Maybe some potatoes. Maybe sweet potatoes. Okay, throw some of them on. A few hundred grams of those. Nice. Maybe some fruit as a little snack. We got some oranges, we got some banana, kiwi, or whatever. Maybe a little bit of honey over those. Done. Nice. You can add in a tiny bit of extra things. Like you can maybe add in like This is small stuff, but it's like you can maybe add like kefir, like raw milk or some shit, right? But this would be more healthy than 99% of the population's current diet. There's going to be some dickhead watching this who's going to say, oh, no, like, you know, like vegetables are this, meat's this, this is this, this is this. Listen, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. For 99% of people on this planet, eating that diet is going to be significantly healthier and also lower your body fat percentage and also remove acne and do a wonderful host of benefits. If right now your diet is like having pizza that you put into the oven or chips or like some breaded chicken shit or, you know, it's like some bullshit that your mom makes you with like naan bread or whatever. Obviously this kid's like white, but like if you're a brown kid having like rice and all this weird shit, you're going to have like this weird skinny fat belly where you could even be lean, but you've still got this bloated belly. You got these spots appearing out of nowhere. And especially if you're eating garbage like McDonald's, KFC, fucking Alex Mosey's diet, if you're eating like garbage food just because of the calories or macros, that's completely stupid. And when it comes to health, you can still build muscle, whatever, who gives a fuck? But it's like when it comes to health, when it comes to like looking clean and having like a sharp, angular face, this is the diet you go on. First, go on that. So this is exactly what you do. You go and buy a bunch of vegetables. I would recommend sweet potatoes and tender stem broccoli. That's your vegetables. Then you go and buy a bunch of meat. I'd recommend chicken thighs, steak, and then burgers. Not like the actual full burger with buns and all the fucking seed oils, but like literally just the burger meat, like the patty. And buy some like beef burgers, buy some lamb burgers and stuff, because they're really high calories, but they're very palatable, they're very easy to eat. And you can also get like mince meat, for example. You cook up a bunch of meat with butter or with ghee. You cook up a bunch of vegetables in the oven. Have that on a plate, sick. You can add some extra things in if you really do want to. You can add maybe some nuts in, some fruits in and stuff. But this diet itself will already help clear up most of your acne. Then we can consider, do you want to get into a more extreme diet? Do you want to take away the vegetables and the fruit and only have meat? So I only eat meat. Literally, I eat meat. I have 0 grams of fiber. I have 0 grams of vegetables, fruits. This is the healthiest I've ever been in my life because I believe that this is what humans are supposed to eat. I eat meat and I don't eat anything else. I eat at 11 a.m. and then I finish eating by probably about 11:30, 11:45. My girl cooks for me, makes like this massive plate of meat, of everything. And I basically eat, mad, 1 meal a day. I eat like my ancestors eat. That's why I don't have any spots. If I don't eat like my ancestors eat, then I would have spots. If I eat some normal people bullshit, if I go to dinner with normal people and I eat whatever they eat, I'd get spots. I'd lose my jawline and stuff. I look like I'm brimming with health. Now, it's very early and stuff, but I look like I'm very fucking like brimming with health. I'm a young athlete. My brain fucking works. I can work. I can wake up early. I can do all the things that I want to do. My brain is sharp. My body's fast. My body's strong. Because I eat like my ancestors do, and I don't have a single spot on my face right now. That's what you need to do, young man. Meat, vegetables, fruit, nuts. Start there. That's like better than most people's diet. Let's see what the advice that you've been given. Michael said, hey bros, here's the advice that's really helped me. To defeat acne, try to avoid sugars and seeds since they're really bad for the skin, and take a natural facial cream. Totally agree with this one. I'm just against skincare routines just because they didn't do anything for me. I'm sure that for some people they've actually made a difference. I wonder if it's just like placebo, and when they were doing the skincare routine, they also at the same time started to improve their diet. But the way I see it is, if this shit is happening to you, it's not because you don't have a skincare routine. But think about it. If this, like your skin is bursting out into these spots, it's not because you don't have a skincare routine. It's because you currently are living in a way that's causing this kind of reaction, like this, almost like this allergic reaction. Not because you're not fucking moisturizing, but because you're eating something which you're basically slightly allergic to. You're eating seed oils, you're eating garbage, you're eating sugar, and you're sensitive to it all. When I eat sugar, I get this shit. When I eat like dirtier food, when I eat food which has like got sauce and curry and stuff, I'll get this shit, like especially if like curry touches my face. Obviously I'm brown, so like my people have that a lot. When it touches my face, I'll end up getting a spot there the next day. When I eat clean meat, no sauce, barely any seasoning, it sounds boring as fuck, and it kind of is compared to the normal world, but so is not watching porn, so is not playing video games, so I'm used to it. And I'm surpassing all of my goals because I live an extreme life like this. This is not caused by a lack of a skincare routine. This is not caused by a lack of, like, our ancestors did not wait. I don't believe our ancestors had spots like we do. I really don't believe it. And I don't believe our ancestors, like our bloodline, woke up and started to do the cute little moisturizing 3-step protocol or anything. I think that stuff can help, but I think that it's idiotic to go straight to skincare routines and these weird drugs and prescription shit when there's something which is causing this. See skincare as the bandage over the cut, but there's a reason why you keep getting this fucking reaction. It's because you're eating something. Now, it can be some other things, like, for example, your pillowcase could be dirty as fuck because you haven't washed it in months. So wash it, fair. But if you're washing your pillowcase every few days, if you're relatively clean, if you're showering every day, I really don't think skincare is as important as people make it out to be. Try mewing as well. It will give you a sharp jawline. And don't forget to tape your mouth every night to get more progress quickly. I don't really know a lot for haircuts, so I'm not going to tell you weird things. I hope that helps you. That's a really good comment right there as well. So another thing we can say is for your jawline, because I really think your jawline and your neck fat could be improved heavily. You could look like a fucking prince if you really cleared up your skin and then made your face more angular and more sharp. If I search for, like, angular face, men are supposed to have angular faces. We're supposed to have faces which are sharp and attractive. You see, like, there's a lot of sharpness there. When you compare that kind of picture to this shit here does not look good. And this happens when you eat, again, garbage food, not just body fat percentage, because the thing is, you're not actually fat. I can see it in, like, your physique here and your neck size. I can tell that you're not actually fat. I bet you've got, like, a bit of a stomach. You're probably 15%, 17% body fat, but you're not, like, fat enough to actually have this normally. So losing body fat will help, but it's like you have this weird puffiness. I just swear, like, when you eat shit food, you have, like, this weird puffiness in your face. It's just weird how it happens, where you can even be a low body fat percentage, but you have this weird puffiness. This is why you often don't see many Indian and Pakistani men who've got sharp faces, because the food that they eat, like the curries and the naan and all that shit, that's actually not good for your, like, facial attractiveness. That just goes straight to the fucking skinny, fat, little bloated stomach. I'm telling you this from experience. Like, brown people have the worst physiques and often the chubbiest, like boyish faces, because the foods that we eat are just like if I show you, like, Indian man face, we're probably going to see celebrities and shit, but it's like naan bread. Like, this is what, like, an Indian and a Pakistani guy looks like this. No angular face at all. And they could be skinny. This is the weird thing. You can visualize this guy. He's actually quite skinny, but his face has got this weird puff to it, like this guy here. You can see he's skinny as fuck. You can see by the size of his neck that he's going to be small boned. He's definitely not obese. You can see that he's not going to be obese, but you can tell that he's going to have a weirdly fat stomach. It's so weird, isn't it? He's not high body fat, but he's going to have a weirdly fat stomach, but he's going to have weirdly skinny arms. Because it's not about what fucking calories you eat and what body fat percentage you are. It's about the things that you eat. Calories, macros, all of this bullshit is so stupid in the modern day that people focus on, like, how many calories you eat and everything. It's not about that. It's about what you eat. If you eat certain kinds of food, your face will puff up more, even if you eat the exact same calories. Especially what I found is with, like, dirtier carbs. If I eat processed carbs, my face looks puffy as fuck. If I drink alcohol, my face looks puffy as fuck and my lower belly bloats. If I eat brown people food, like naan and rice and chicken and like curry and stuff, then my face and my stomach will bloat up. My face looks all puffy. Like, I start getting this shit. When I eat only, like, meat, like fatty meat, but no sauce, no curry, no nothing, I literally just eat steaks. I eat beef mince. I eat chicken thighs. Tiny amount of seasoning that my girlfriend puts on it. My face starts getting angular as fuck. I only just started this diet again recently, but as you'll keep seeing in these videos that I'll keep posting every day on my main channel, my face will keep getting more angular and sharper every single day that you click on my videos. I'll do this in front of you. I really want more young men to consider the diet that I'm saying, because it's it's kind of extreme these days to only eat meat and vegetables, because all your friends are eating rice and fucking what are your friends eating? Sandwiches and sausage rolls, basically cancer in a fucking roll. Like, people are eating this garbage food and then wondering why they've got wide hips and, like, gynecomastia, because there's fucking seed oils in there, bro. There's weird preservatives. You could go get, like, a burger from McDonald's and leave it on your desk and it'd look the same 1 year from now in the middle of, like, some zombie apocalypse. It'd look the same because it's not even real fucking food. People are eating this stuff, eating spicy chicken pizza and whatever, eating fucking, I don't know, potato chips or Pop-Tarts because it's carbs for bodybuilding or some weird bullshit. Like, what's his name? Sam Sulek drinking like chocolate milk and all this bullshit. The amount of people who are eating such bad diets just because it's like, oh, but you can make muscle and you eat dirty. Yes, I know, I've done it as well, but you feel like fucking garbage. Most people have never even ate clean for a week to know what it feels like to be like a real human being. Otherwise, you're just subhuman. If your entire life you've ate fucking chicken nuggets and you've never even had a week of eating clean, you should be legally treated as a subhuman. You should be looked at as like a lower class of human because your brain and your body don't even work like you're supposed to. You're at like 40% of your potential right now. Is this how you want to live? Acne is a physical representation that you've been living like an idiot. I say this not to be insulting, but you should look at it like a flare, like a warning sign. This is your body breaking out in weird, like basically like allergic spots, showing you this is a red warning sign. Whatever you're doing right now is fucked. And it's not telling you, hey, since you're not doing skincare routine and moisturizing me 7 times a day, that's why we're breaking out into spots. It's not that. Your ancestors didn't fucking moisturize. They just didn't eat garbage food. They washed themselves in the lake with like slightly dirty, like muddy water, and their skin was clearer than ours. Because they weren't eating seed oils, processed sugar. They didn't have anything with fucking inverted sugar syrup. Did you know that this is a inverted sugar syrup? Did you know that this was something? When I saw this in a package, I was thinking, what the fuck is that? Glucose syrup. This is the shit that's in My Protein sells this stuff. What a fucking garbage company. This is the shit that's in so much like modern day food. You'd be so surprised, and fucking seed oils as well. Awful stuff. And of course, if this is destroying you and giving you fucking cancer, like your mother has cancer right now and you don't even know about it. How fucked is that? Like someone in your family has cancer right now because they eat this shit. If this is giving them cancer, of course it's fucking up your health as well. Meat, vegetables, fruits, nuts, start there. Start there for now and consider going even more extreme. Consider going full carnivore, going literally all you do is just eat meat. No sauce, no seasoning, meat, butter, any kind of real animal fat is fine. Seed oils and vegetable oils aren't. So that means no sunflower oil. It means no fucking the shit that your mother cooks with. Because I guarantee your mother's cooking with like low T cancer fucking fat right now. Like she's cooking with my mom cooks with like sunflower oil and she won't even stop. She stopped for me when I told her I'm not eating that shit, and she started to cook with butter for me. But she still will make it for herself just because her parents are just stuck in their own ways, which is so sad. Abdullah said, you have a lot of potential, bro. Good brow ridge, full lips, good sized nose. Fix up the acne. What fixed it for me is cutting seeds/vegetable oils out of your diet as much as you can. Keep mewing and grow out your curls. I use Kansu myself. Yeah, this is, again, very good advice. Just stop the garbage. Cook all of your meals at home. Cook them with butter. Cook them with goose fat or with ghee, with real animal fat. No seed oils, no vegetable oils. Just have vegetables that you cook, and that's your starchy, like carb feeling. Because for many people, carnivore is too extreme. So if you do basically carnivore with sweet potatoes, carnivore is when you just eat meat. That's the diet that I'm on. But that's too extreme for 99% of people. So what I'd recommend for most guys who are just starting off is go buy a fuck ton of starchy vegetables, kind of like potatoes. Go buy a fuck ton of meat. Go buy a fuck ton of fruit and go buy a fuck ton of like nuts and stuff for like a snack. They're not like as healthy as they seem. Like I thought nuts would have always been healthy. Turns out they're not. There's like poisonous shit in them as well. It's all fucked, bro. But it's a good improvement compared to eating some weird ultra processed food. Most people's like, when I see acne, all I see is you eat on ultra processed food. I'd be so surprised if Yanis replied to me and told me like, oh no, I don't eat any processed food. I eat like healthy. I wouldn't believe him personally. Because anyone who's got acne, I guarantee they're eating ultra-processed food. What's ultra-processed food? It's things like bread. It's like, let's have a look at a list. Ultra-processed food. It's been so long since I've ate any of this garbage. It's like ice cream, ham, sausages. Like obviously meat can be ultra-processed, but it's more of a garbage meat. Anything like a Muslim wouldn't eat, don't eat that yourself. So ham, sausages, pork, fucking chorizo, you know, processed meats, which are like those dry kind of ones. They're all fucked. You don't want to have those. But like beef, chicken, lamb, absolutely fine. Some fish is fine as well. You don't want to be having basically what 90% of people eat, which is like the burgers from McDonald's, the donuts, the crisps, the fries, the weird fucking, like, you know, the child abuse lunchbox with like fucking, what is it, pep or rami. This is like what every kid in UK who's getting abused at home, this is what they were sent to school with, like this ultra processed, this shit here, let me find you a picture. Ultra processed, like weird sausage thing, like ultra fucking processed. Where's the ingredients for this shit? Pork, dextrose, flavor enhancers. Do you know what any of these mean? Or any of the, fuck off, any of these things in the real world? Preservatives. I'm surprised that there isn't a fucking seed oil shit in that. And then like Lunchables. This is again like what children who've got retarded parents get sent to school with. This shit. Imagine thinking that this is real fucking food. This is what like children are sent to school with these days. Disgusting. Processed cheese, skimmed milk, emulsifying salts, preservative, acidity regulator, anti-caking agent, wheat crackers, wheat flour, sunflower oil, wheat bran, sugar, glucose, fructose syrup. Look at that. What the fuck does that even mean? Glucose, fructose syrup, sugar syrup. Are you taking the piss? You know what? They won't put much sugar in there because they know that if they put sugar in, they're going to have to declare it, and it looks really bad when like the little red icon looks bad. Like, you know, you've probably seen that. It's like the UK, like, red, yellow, green, like diet logo, like this shit. Basically, on every food that we buy in the UK has this kind of thing, and so they have to declare if there's sugar in there. And these days, what companies will do is they won't put real sugar; they'll put this weird shit that tastes sweet. But I think about how much like cancer this is right here. Glucose fructose syrup. It's not. It tastes like sugar, but it's technically not. And it does worse things to you than sugar. It fucks you up. With sunflower oil, like they even declare it as like a fucking good thing. That, oh, with seed oils to destroy your testosterone. Potassium chloride, flavorings, flour treatment agents, cooked formed ham, starch, acidity regulators, flavor enhancer, antioxidant, preservative. What the fuck, man? It's because of food like this. This is what, like, and looking at the fucking dickhead pyramid here, food pyramid. This is what these evil scientists, this is why no one trusts doctors anymore. And any intelligent person these days is basically doing the opposite of what fat, disgusting doctors have been telling us to do for the last 50 years. They told us that we should have fats right at the top of our pyramid, meaning we should have fats the least and grains at the bottom. This is the diet of a peasant. Mark my fucking words. This is the diet of a peasant. This is how peasants eat. You feed grains to the peasants to keep them slow and so they won't revolt. I know it sounds crazy to say that. You give peasants grains and this brown layer there because this makes people tired and so they won't like do anything against you. You don't have this shit, cereals, breads. This is all like whole grains. This is all shit that's actually fucking awful for you. The food pyramid, it should literally just be like literally just meat. That's what we know that our human ancestors have ate. If you want to add a bit more, okay, meat, vegetables, fine. You want to add a little bit, meat, vegetables, fruit, and some other things like honey, nuts, done. This whole layer here is not what human beings eat. All this brown shit there. Let me try and find you a picture. Whole grains. Humans don't eat whole grains. We don't. Since we started to eat this bullshit, since we all fell for the greatest scam of our time, which is this food pyramid, we have all gotten fat and sick because most people's plate is mostly this grain bullshit here. Like, it's literally saying, like, make the biggest part of your diet fucking bread, grains, shit that gives you cancer and makes you fat. Make that the biggest part of your diet. And then vegetables, and then, like, meat and some dairy things and stuff. Okay, that's fine. Basically, you should just have, like, these sections here: meat, fruit, vegetables, done. And then you can consider something more extreme than that. Fats, oils, sweets, use sparingly. Like, to put fats with oils and sweets, think about that. Oils and sweets, like most oils, like vegetable oils, give you fucking cancer and make your testosterone all fucked up. Sweets do the same thing. Fats is what human beings have ate for all of our evolution, and no human had low testosterone before our generation, like before this, like, let's say the last 100, 200 years. Fats should be way here. Most of the human calories through the 100,000 years that we've been Homo sapiens have come from fats, not even from vegetables. Like, there's a whole debate of whether vegetables are even healthy, which sounds fucking crazy. But just remember, vegetables are shit that your fat doctor's been telling you to eat. And since we've all heard this advice for the last while, there's actually good research to show that vegetables might not even be as healthy as we think we are. They might have like a weird fucked up like plant toxins, which can basically give you cancer, lower your testosterone. It's a really like weird thing where more and more doctors are coming out and actually saying like vegetables might not even be healthy either. The only thing that we know for certain is natural for humans to eat is meat. That's only what we ate. We hunted down animals and we ate their meat. We ate a couple of fucking like 10 calories of berries every now and then, fine. Oh yeah, we got 50 calories of some kind of tuber vegetable that our ancestors found, fine. But we were hunters. We hunted down big animals and we ate their meat for most of our evolution. It's only in the last few hundred years when everyone's got fat, sick, and low testosterone and weirdly deformed penises and fat stomachs, that's when we started to eat more vegetables, more grains, especially like this shit here. I used to think the whole grains were healthy, because when I would search online, people would say like, oh yeah, eat a balanced diet of whole grains and this. No. Cut all this bullshit out. Like, let me draw you a thing. Let me draw you the real food pyramid, right? The real food pyramid is basically just meat. That's it. This is like level, let's say this is level 10. This is as good as your diet could ever be. This is it. You just have meat and you have animal fat like with it as well to cook the meat. Meat and animal fat, and you have salt. This is gold standard human diet. People who disagree with this usually look like shit, feel like shit, and it's so odd that they'll disagree with it and tell more people to eat like them, even though they don't feel good with their lives. This is gold standard human, like hunter diet. This is what your ancestors ate. None of your ancestors had fucked up levels of testosterone like you do when you follow the advice of people who disagree with this advice. People who say like, oh, well, meat's unhealthy for you and you should eat more of a balanced diet with fucking grains because you're a peasant and we give grains. That's what they literally did. If you go and read some points in history, they feed grains to the peasants. How fucked is that? Like, that's literally what like a war strategy is. That's what like when a dictator, like when a ruler wants to kill his own people, he will feed them grains. How fucked is that? Like, you can, I don't know which specific part it is, but in like communism, Russia and all this bullshit, it's fucking weird. It's like when you want to control a nation, you feed them grains because grains make people tired. After you eat some fucking bread and you eat some pasta and all this shit, you feel tired afterwards. When you eat meat, you know what's going to happen? If you just ate this diet tomorrow, like let's say tomorrow, all you do is eat meat. That's it. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to eat your meal. You're going to be full, but not sickly full. You're going to be full, but you're still going to be able to exercise straight afterwards. And your brain is going to feel like you're just fine. You know that like your energy through the day looks like this, where it shoots up when you wake up and it starts to go down and then it dips down and then it kind of goes like this. And then this is how most people live their lives. Like, this is energy through the day, right? Most people get kind of tired at like 11 a.m. or some bullshit. That's because they just ate fucking breakfast like 1 or 2 hours ago. They had breakfast, then they had some weird like stupid ass coffee with sugar or something, and then they get this massive dip. Most people live their lives losing 2 or 3 hours of their day to this massive dip, never mind like the low like baseline energy to begin with. When you have meat, this is what your day looks like. You wake up energetic and it just goes like this. You just lose a tiny bit of energy through the day, and then it's time to sleep here. That's it. Consistent. It's just like you wake up with bundles of energy, and it just kind of like goes down as you get to nighttime, which is what a human's energy is supposed to look like. You don't have this weird bullshit where it goes down because you just had breakfast. And you can go and try this. Don't eat anything for 20. You're too much of a pussy, no offense, to try this. But if you don't go eat anything for a day, just fast for 1 day. This is totally healthy. Lots of research has proven it. You can fast. You can eat nothing. Just drink water, and you're absolutely fine. The next day, go and eat some fucking oats. Go and eat some whole grains and see how much of a peasant you feel. Eat some grains. Eat some oats. Eat some rice. Eat some bread, some fucking naan bread or some shit, right? Go and eat this on an empty stomach when you've just fasted. Just eat this whilst you read a book, and I guarantee you'll feel yourself getting stupid. You'll notice that you're reading the book just fine, and at some point your brain will wander and you'll randomly get like this kind of random memory about some bullshit that happened before. Then you'll have to reread that sentence again, and you'll get through again, and your brain will get another random fucking memory about some bullshit that's not even relevant. But you could have read just fine before eating that food. It makes you stupid. I don't know the science of this, like it's glucose, it's insulin spikes or something, but normal people food makes you mentally stupid. The only diet I've ever found where I don't get that is the carnivore diet, where I basically just eat meat. And on the carnivore diet, you don't get spots. No carnivore out there has any spots on their face. How interesting is that? Go and look for videos on the carnivore diet. You'd struggle to find someone who has been on the carnivore diet for a few weeks who has any spots whatsoever. Go and look at videos of vegans, and you see many of them with bad skin. You see many of them look tired and dry and weak. With carnivore, it's interesting. If you go onto YouTube right now and search for carnivore, it's so interesting. All of the people who talk about the carnivore diet, they look like strong fucking people. This is a doctor this is a fucking doctor. He looks like a fucking he's fairly elderly, but he looks like a fucking giga chad. Look at him. He looks like a fucking, like, I don't know how, I think he's about 50 or something. He looks like a giga chad, like high tea, a grandpa who'd slap you and bring you into the gym and like make you do like snatches and Olympic press and shit, right? He looks like a fucking man. Like, this is the kind of man you wanted to like raise you as a child. This is a guy who only eats meat, and he's a doctor as well. And he lost his practice and everything because he was advising this to people. He literally has just ate meat for years. Search more people. They look like they're brimming with health. You won't see any. Look at this. You won't see any of them who actually have a single spot on their fucking face. You just don't see it. When you see people who just eat normal whole grains, you see them just looking like disgusting, puffy, everything. I found this so interesting that when I searched up for carnivore and I was researching it, you can't see a single person who's been on it for a while who looks like unhealthy, who looks like they've got any kind of spots or anything. Because when you eat like a normal human being, your body does not change. Like look at Michaela. This is Jordan Peterson's daughter. Look at the progress that she's made with her diet as well. And she eats even a more stricter version of carnivore, which is called the lion diet, where she only eats basically just beef. That's it. Just beef, and she drinks water. That's it. She doesn't even have different kinds of meat either. I've only eaten meat for 5 years straight, and she looks as healthy as she could do. She literally looks like she's brimming with health. This doctor here, I like him as well, Anthony Shafee. Let's find his YouTube channel. They look like they're brimming with health. And then here we are eating fucking plants. And I mean, I actually don't believe that vegetables are the problem, in my opinion. I think vegetables are fine to eat. Many of the carnivore like scientists say it's actually not, and it'd be worth you to just go and consider watching that and just like see why some people these days are saying even vegetables aren't healthy, because it's very interesting. So I do better when I don't really eat any kind of vegetables, because for me, the reason why I get on this diet, and by the way, this diet is to basically counter acne, which is what we're talking about today, but also for like, let's say, sharp face as well. The reason why I personally like the carnivore diet, even though you could have, let's say, the sort of natural diet, which, let's say, if this was going to be a diet, this would be meat, it'd be vegetables, it'd be fruits, and maybe like nuts or something, right? So this is like level 8. This is very good of a diet still. I really think there's no problem with this one. This is better than most people's diets. Many of the carnivore scientists say that it's still bad because of vegetables and nuts and shit. But I think that basically everyone in the world would benefit if they ate this diet instead of what they currently eat, which is basically ultra processed shit. This is like, let's say, a level 8 diet. Level 1 diet, like the worst level possible, or even level 0, is the ultra processed diet. And this is that disgusting shit. This is like it's the bread, it's the fucking chips, pizza. It's when stuff isn't even an ingredient anymore. It's like a whole, like it's like basically a food now. It's pizza, it's pasta, it's fucking rice and shit. It's rice would probably go like not as bad. I don't think rice is ultra processed. But yeah, so I'll take that out. That's too disrespectful to rice. Rice is probably like a level 3 if I had to like randomly give it a level. Pasta, the meals you'll get with fucking seed oils in a restaurant and shit. You get a steak in a restaurant and it's cooked with fucking vegetable fats. Like, why? What else? What else is like ultra processed shit? So like bread, chips, like fish and chips, like breaded fish, fucking pies and shit, donuts, crisps, sweets, donuts, crisps, fast food, disgusting food. And you know what's surprising about this one? This is going to piss off a lot of YouTubers. Fucking ultra processed modern day food alternatives. Huel. Look at all the YouTubers are doing sponsorships for Huel. I drank a lot of Huel. Go and look at the ingredients. Garbage. Ultra processed. Absolute fucking garbage ingredients. Go and look at them. In fact, let me just show you right now. Let's like flame Huel for a bit. Because the amount of YouTubers who do like shout outs for them, like sponsorships, they get paid from Huel and they're like, hee hee, just got my little Huel and it's so healthy, guys. It's so quick. Do you want to see what's inside of Huel? I was drinking this shit without even ever looking at the ingredients, just because it's marketed itself as this like clean, look at this, like, it's this clean thing. It's absolutely fine, right? When you look at the ingredients, where's the ingredients at? Let me find you the ingredients and we can have a look. If we go like, oh, it's giving me like a weird screen where I can't see this shit. Here, oat flour, pea protein. So oat flour, oat is grains, makes you a peasant, makes you tired. Pea protein is somewhat fine, but it's nowhere near as effective as real protein, like animal protein. Flaxseed is estrogenic. Don't know what this shit is. Natural flavorings, brown rice protein, sunflower oils. So this is seed oils that lowers your testosterone. Micronutrient blend is cool. Iodine, that's all cool. Cornstarch, this is the shit that's been making people obese in the last few, like 100 years. Vitamin stuff is fine. Weird acids that nobody fucking knows what the fuck that is. This is the shit, this stuff my girlfriend said to me was like all cancerous. When I showed her this recently, saying like, oh, it'd be so easy if we had some of these. She was like, nah, look at that. It's got the guar gum and the xanthan gum. Like basically they're kind of like fillers and they're all cancerous and shit. This shit's all fucked as well. Basically it's cancer in a bottle. And this is like as healthy as like some of this alternative meal replacement, cool, like, cute modern day food is. And this is about as healthy as it gets. And that's still giving you cancer. That's still giving you fucking spots and weird shit because it's got seed oils, it's got weird sucrose. Like they'll never tell you it's got sugar. They'll just put fucking weird cancer shit instead and tell you it's got low sugar. And this is the sweet taste instead. Like how the fuck, they'll tell you it's low in sugar, but it tastes like salted caramel. How do you think they do that? Like, are we dumb? You're drinking a drink that tastes like salted caramel. Like, look at the flavors. Look at the flavors that they have. And they say it's low in sugar. They can offer you a salted caramel, milk chocolate, berry taste, vanilla taste, coffee caramel taste, but it's low in sugar. How is it low in sugar? Because they don't put sugar in these things anymore. They put worse things in them. When you see something that says low in sugar, it means it's higher in cancer. It's fucked. It means it's higher in fucking acne for you. Anything that's like this, like if it's flavored as well, because like just think to yourself, do they think you're retarded? They've told you it's low in sugar and then they're offering you a salted caramel taste. What the hell is in this to make it low in sugar, but it tastes like fucking berries? It tastes like coffee caramel because they don't put real salted caramel because that's got too much sugar in, right? So they put weird ingredients in instead, which are fucking up your health. And of course, it's going to mess up your skin at the same time. The reason why I'm giving you all this in the same video is because looksmaxing, a beautiful way to looksmax is with a clean, healthy, real human diet. And I really do think the best diet for this is the carnivore diet. You get onto the carnivore diet, your face will get angular like a real like human's face is supposed to be. You'll get like the jawline you've wanted. You get like the cheekbones that you've wanted. retarded ass face, but you see what I mean? You'll get the angular, sharp face that you want, and your skin will completely clean up. You won't have these random spots that people who eat ultra processed. When I see a kid who's got spots, all I can think is like, your parents are basically just stupid. Your parents are just feeding you bread, rice, grains, naan bread, curries, everything. And it's like, yeah, sure, that all sounds cute and stuff. When really humans for 100,000 years, we just ate what we hunted. We ate what we hunted, which was all just meat. It was as simple as that. We didn't do curries and stuff for most of our lifetime. We didn't do breads and grains. We didn't even do vegetables up until just a few thousand years ago. It was mostly meat. So I think 80% of our diet should be meat, or even more. And you can have vegetables, fruit, nuts as well if you want. But that's like, this is the gold standard diet in my opinion. Or this is like, let's say, the silver standard diet. Gold standard is literally just meat. It sounds fucking crazy. Now that I've told you this so much and you've listened to all this, I guarantee you're going to start to see more and more interest, and you're going to like be interested in this subconsciously. You're just going to be thinking more about the carnivore diet as you go about life. You're still going to go eat your garbage food, and you're going to keep feeling bad, and you're going to go fuck around for like a few weeks. But when you finally take action on what you've learned in this video and you go and do one day of carnivore, you're going to realize that you feel great. So you can go and make that first day weeks from now where you just procrastinate and do nothing productive, or you can literally dedicate tomorrow to just eating meat. You can also do the level 2 diet, like the silver standard diet if you want, and have like vegetables with it. Nothing ultra processed. Literally just have meat, vegetables, fruit. If you had this tomorrow, you're going to feel like a normal human being. And if you really want to try, go to the next level, just have meat. That's it. Meat, butter, salt. No coffee, no tea, no oat milk, no normal milk, no cheese, no nothing. This right here will make you feel like you are sober. That's the last thing I'll say is when I got onto this diet, it made me feel like I had just sobered up. Like I was almost like an alcoholic before this, where I can't explain to you how it felt getting onto this, realizing that I had never felt my body as it was supposed to be. When you've only ate ultra-processed garbage for your entire life, you're just kind of used to it. That's what life is. You just get tired at 11 a.m., even though you had like a night of sleep and shit. You get like weirdly tired in the middle of your gym sessions. Like you've got strength, but it's like you're weirdly tired at the same time. You gas out a lot. You've just got this weird puffy face, even though you're getting leaner and leaner. Your face doesn't look like those TikTok boys who eat like salads and shit. I feel sober now, and I want that for you. Scroll down right now and just click on the subscribe button underneath this video, because the more young men who get shown this channel, that means more guys who are like you that you can meet in real life. Basically, the bigger this channel gets, the more likely you are to meet a like-minded man in real life to become friends with, to go on this diet with, to build a business with. So go and subscribe to the channel right now. Come join Adonis School and Adonis Gang. They're both linked in the description. They're like my private communities where you can ask questions and everything. Adonis School is like the bigger, upgraded version, which is a paid product where you get like calls with me, everything else. And Adonis Gang is the free one. So go and join those. They're just linked in the description. Go there right now. Take care. Mwah.